Not gonna lie to y'all, CU has been on a streak, okay? These last chapters. Matter of fact, every chapter that starts with 6-3 has been almost absolute fire. Like nothing below a 6. Like this chapter, I'll let you know now, I'll rate it a 7.5 out of 10. Just really, really good overall. And I ain't gonna lie, you zookeepers are up right now. TRAUM looked good this chapter. He had his Goku moment, okay? Powered up Super Saiyan. But let's run through the chapter. You already know. Hit that sub button for your boy, because we on a race to 2,000. We almost there. We about 70 subs away. Can't believe it. Even though I'm not even dropping nearly as much content as I used to. But again, if y'all got anything y'all want me to drop or talk about, whether it's anime, manga, manga, whatever, I don't mind doing it. Just hit me up, alright? So the chapter starts off with Who Knows, okay? And might I say, Who Knows is gas, okay? I absolutely love the whole concept and everything around him. Okay, so he's like kind of like this giant godly being, right? Like you can barely see his whole body, can't even fit on the damn panels. But he's this giant vacuum, and he's basically clearing out the field, okay? Like he's sucking up all the TRAUM's bullshit that's in the air, you know, all the anima that he left out, and the ancient shit that Holland's fused with, all that shit, even Gustang shit is just getting sucked away. So TRAUM tries to split the wind of Who Knows, and it doesn't work. And I find that to be very interesting. Is it because of Who Knows' concept? Because we understand from what Gustang said that Who Knows is the air or the wind outside of the tower, right? So TRAUM isn't able to split that. I wonder if things that at least, because he's still made out of Shinsu, right? But maybe on a fundamental scale, Gustang still understands what it's like or remembers what it's like to be outside. Like, for example, right, we understand that Gustang's fire can only burn or destroy things that he understands. So I wonder if because TRAUM or other people, they don't necessarily remember or can't understand the concepts of outside, that he can't necessarily do the damage he would do to everything else. Like just to put it in more simpler terms, Gustang is the only one right now that we know of that can really make things that may exist on the outside. Now, he is a concept. Who Knows is a concept. However, Gustang is giving us an insight on the level of strength or the level of, I don't know, the outside world. So to me, and I'm gonna let y'all know right now, I think we may see the outside god, okay? Bear with me here. Because I know the TRAUM fans and the zookeepers are running with it right now because TRAUM then powered up, and we'll get to that. But do y'all really think Gustang showed everything in his bag? Come on, man. He just pulled out the concept of wind from outside the tower. So what makes you think he can't pull the concept of fire or the concept of water or the concept of a god from the outside? It's all in his imagination. So if he can pull literally the concept of a god, which would be an idea of the outside god, creating the concept of a god is insane. And I can't imagine how powerful something like that would be. But yes, moving forward, just keep that in mind. We may see some more crazier things from Gustang. Now, nothing is able to deal with Who Knows His win. Even Valhalla is struggling. She's seemingly like kind of bleeding a little bit, trying to shield TRAUM and also trying to protect itself. And you know, Gustang kind of disappears within the wind, using Who Knows as kind of like a disappearing act. And TRAUM's trying to find them, and Gustang, of course, you know, pops up on him, is hitting him with the Oak Bee. And mind you, I think the Oak Bee may be stronger than what we've seen. For example, I'm just saying, when Gustang initially summoned the Oak Bee, it was in like a much bigger form, right? So I wonder if it has like different forms that it can go to that he can utilize it for. But we'll see. That's just an idea, right? But he's able to use Who Knows to kind of mess with TRAUM's mind a little bit, because it starts to show like dead Lobo Pia members. And I didn't really understand this. I don't know if an emotional aspect is really having a big play here. Because, for example, if you're watching My Hero Academia, you know that Shirigaki, like, he gets affected when you talk about his childhood or like people that he used to know, people that he killed in the past. This is traumery. Like, this isn't Shirigaki, right? Like, you don't think it would affect him that way. So I don't understand that. And I will say, TRAUM has been the much more emotional guy in this entire fight. I mean, during the power up and even in the next sequence where Gusting is able to kind of manipulate TRAUM into thinking that he's attacking him, and he ends up taking out Valhalla. And Gusting says like, sorry to the ghost, I wasn't able to see you, meaning that like we assume that Anwese's body is within Valhalla, which is insane if it really was. But Gusting didn't even want to see it, and he's able to burn Valhalla alive. You would assume that Gusting is correct about Anwese being inside of Valhalla because he's able to destroy Valhalla by burning him. And again, Gusting's only able to burn things that he understands. But TRAUM has a rage moment. TRAUM absolutely loses it. I don't know if it was because he outplayed him or because he, murked his ex or whatever. But TRAUM has a Goku moment, okay? He pulls out his Shinwa Ryu and merges with all his anima, okay? And we get Pretty Boy TRAUM. So there's the answer to the short hair, the mask. I really still don't understand, but why he has long hair. I'm not gonna lie, the coat is fly with all the anima on and everything. It's fire. I won't lie. And he's able to one-shot who knows. And maybe because he's able to use this connection in a 3D dimensional way now, which is fire. I can't lie, it's fire. And he's able to split space and time, which that's a whole nother thing. Because when we see him do that, it's kind of like he split spells that were cutting off parts of the floor, and I don't. That part kind of confuses me because I don't really understand how that works. But I'm not gonna dig too much into that. Maybe we'll learn more about that as time goes on. But it seems like as we head towards the end of here, TRAUM summons a three-headed dragon that looks like maybe the manifesto of everything, like all his power into one being. And also, it looks like he may attack the Pobidao mothership, which I don't know how that affects everything, right? Because I mean, Gusting wants the destruction of his family, but I don't know if he necessarily wants TRAUM to murk them. And then we also still have the game in play, so I don't know if they're still a part of the game, if they can even touch other people that's outside of the game. I have no idea. But Gusting does look a little bit like concerned about what TRAUM just did, and rightfully so, because that's a feat. I get trauma, that's a feat. However, Gusting doesn't seem like two-phased. Like, he's been kind of in the same mood the entire time. Like, oh, that looks dangerous. I might not want to get hit with that. And respectfully so. But, TRAUM talking this shit, talking about he the epitome of evil and everything else, and respectfully, he looks good. It looks good. For y'all. But I'm not too, worried about anything. Gusting has been acting according to a plan this entire time, and I imagine he assumed or would think that he would get to a place like this because of course he would know that trauma is more powerful than he showed. So yeah, maybe he's waiting for something, maybe he'll pull out something else, but TRAUM will probably flex some next chapter, and it might mess up Gusting a little bit, but overall I have no idea. But the battlefield just kind of opened up, so I guess we'll see what happens. Maybe everybody else stops fighting because the two family heads are fighting in the area. Because one thing I agree with when I watch Naya stream is that the destruction of this battle is a little bit lackluster. Like, it is two family heads clashing. Like, there should be reverberations, on the floor that everybody should be feeling. But kind of nobody's feeling it. And I wonder if that's what we're talking about. We're talking about the space-time spell. I wonder if that whole spell was to kind of concentrate the area so that nobody else could be affected, and this may be against Gusting's plan, but we'll see, right? But other than that, I don't have much else to talk about. Everything has been straightforward, so there isn't many theories or anything else to really go off of. I know people in Discord have new theories about different things and different power-ups and everything, but me personally, I don't have anything. So y'all know, Friday I'll be here, we'll stream, we'll have a good time, and I'll include parts of last week's stuff, since I didn't do a stream last week. Sorry, I had a bunch of things happen at the same time. Sister had a kid, had a family member pass, bunch of stuff just happened back to back. So yeah, this stream on Friday, we'll make it a good long one, maybe 2 hours, and we'll talk about both chapters and have a good time. So you guys already know, hit the Discord. Mark here, I'll see y'all soon. Peace.